In the mid-20th century, the United States was a nation embroiled in profound social and political upheaval, a landscape through which the civil rights movement would rise dramatically between the 1950s and 1960s. This era was marked by strident demands for racial equality, catalyzed by the systemic segregation and discrimination deeply embedded in American society. The narrative of this movement is rich with heroes, antagonists, and moments of great courage and moral clarity. A pivotal moment came in December 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, where an unassuming but resolute seamstress named Rosa Parks refused to relinquish her seat to a white man on a city bus. Her arrest was not just a personal slight, but a flashpoint that sparked the Montgomery Bus Boycott. Under the leadership of a young and charismatic pastor, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the boycott lasted over a year, culminating in a Supreme Court ruling that desegregated public buses. Dr. King's philosophy of nonviolent protest would become a hallmark of the movement, a beacon calling for justice and equality. The struggle against segregation did not solely reside in the cities of the South, but spilled over into a nationwide crusade, manifesting vividly in the freedom rides. These were interracial groups who bravely boarded buses bound for the South, determined to challenge non-enforcement of Supreme Court decisions that segregated buses. These rides were often met with hostility, violence, and arrests, yet they illumined the resolve of those who sought to force America to confront its schizophrenic embrace of liberty and exclusion. The year 1963 would prove to be a watershed in the movement, a year of heightened tensions and increased visibility. The Birmingham Campaign, orchestrated by the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, highlighted the brutality of segregationist policies. Images of school children attacked by police dogs and fire hoses stunned a nation and demanded action. Meanwhile, the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom crystallized the movement's aspirations, drawing over 250,000 people to the Lincoln Memorial where Dr. King delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, articulating visions of racial harmony and justice. As the 1960s unfolded, legislation such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 began to dismantle legal segregation and empower African Americans politically and socially. Yet, the battle was far from over, and the scars of institutional racism required continuous advocacy and vigilance.